My wealthy aunt always bragged about leaving me everything, so I showed up to her will reading with the loan documents she made me sign. Aunt Cordelia had been my safety net since childhood. When Dad lost his job, she paid for my college. When Mom got sick, she covered the medical bills. Every family gathering, she'd pat my shoulder and announce to anyone listening, "This one's getting it all when I'm gone." My favorite nephew deserves everything. I believed her completely. For 15 years, she'd loan me money for emergencies, car repairs, apartment deposits, my wedding. Each time, she'd wave dismissively when I offered to pay her back. "Family doesn't charge family interest," she'd say. "Consider it an advance on your inheritance." Still, she insisted I sign promissory notes. For tax purposes, she explained. The lawyers need everything documented. I signed every single one. Last month, Cordelia passed suddenly. Heart attack at 73. At the funeral, her lawyer approached me with condolences and an appointment card. "Will reading is Tuesday at 2, he said. "She mentioned you'd be particularly interested." I arrived early, clutching my leather folder. Inside were copies of every loan document, $127,000 worth of IOUs spanning 15 years. I'd organized them chronologically, highlighted the family advance clauses, and prepared my speech about how grateful I was for her generosity. The lawyer's office was packed. Distant cousins I barely recognized filled every chair. Cordelia's housekeeper sat nervously in the corner. Her golf instructor fidgeted by the window. When the reading began, my confidence evaporated. To my housekeeper Francesca, I leave my jewelry collection, valued at approximately $200,000. To my golf instructor Dimitri, I leave my vacation home in Aspen, worth $850,000. To the Riverside Animal Shelter, I leave $500,000 for facility improvements. Each bequest felt like a slap. I gripped my folder tighter. Finally, to my nephew, I leave all outstanding debts he owes me, totaling $127,000, which must be repaid to my estate within 90 days. The room fell silent. Every head turned toward me. The cousins whispered among themselves, suddenly understanding why they'd been invited to witness my humiliation. I stood slowly, opened my folder, and walked to the lawyer's desk. "These might interest you," I said calmly, spreading out the documents. The lawyer's eyes widened as he read. Each promissory note contained identical language. "This sum constitutes a family advance on future inheritance, not a loan requiring repayment." "What does this mean?" asked Cousin Vivian, craning her neck to see. The lawyer cleared his throat. "It appears these weren't loans at all. They were contractual advances against his inheritance." I smiled. "Which means the estate owes me $127,000, not the other way around." The golf instructor's face fell. The housekeeper started crying. The cousins erupted in angry whispers. "Furthermore," I continued, pulling out one final document, "Cordelia's will states I inherit all outstanding debts. Since she owed me $127,000 in contractual advances, that debt transfers to me. I'm essentially inheriting money from myself." The lawyer studied the documents for 20 minutes. Finally, he looked up. "The estate will need to liquidate assets to pay this debt. Given the language in these contracts, this takes precedence over other bequests." "So the animal shelter gets nothing?" Vivian demanded. "They get what's left after the contractual obligations are met," the lawyer replied. As everyone filed out in stunned silence, Francesca approached me. "She knew," she whispered. "Last week she was laughing about how smart she was, said you'd learn not to count on family money." I nodded. She underestimated how carefully I read contracts. 6 weeks later, I received a check for $127,000 from Cordelia's estate. The animal shelter got $50,000. Everyone else got nothing. I framed the first promissory note she made me sign. It hangs in my home office, right next to a photo of us at my college graduation. She taught me never to trust family promises, but she also taught me to always read the fine print.